Hi, hello there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Are you ready for your first piano lesson ever?
Yes, I am.
You look very excited. So let's do a little sound check. Just play some notes for me.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to play a little bit and let's make sure you can hear me and see me. Can you see my hands?
Yes, I can.
And you can hear everything okay?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to tell me, I want you to think about what kind of keys you have in front of you. What do you see?
White and black keys.
That is absolutely the right answer. I thought you were going to make this complicated. That was excellent. So now just look at the black keys and what kind of patterning do you see?
1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3.
So if you ignore that one on the bottom, what's your pattern?
2, 3, 2, 3.
And if we finished that pattern on the bottom, what would it actually be? A group of 2 or a group of 3?
Group of 3.
Group of 3. Excellent. Okay. So what is a landmark in real life? Not piano language. What is a landmark?
The Grand Canyon.
Okay. That one's a hard landmark because it's in the ground, right? It's a hole.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of another landmark that's easy to see?
The Eiffel Tower.
Okay. So why is that a landmark?
Because it's tall and easy to see and spot and find the difference.
And it sticks out. Yep, you got it exactly. So we have several piano landmarks. So the first one that we're going to find is D. So our musical alphabet, do you know what that is? What is the musical alphabet?
No.
It starts with A. How far do you think it goes?
F.
Oh, you are really close. It goes one more. It goes to G. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But that's only 7, and we have a whole bunch of keys on here. We have 88 keys. So what happens after our G? What do you think?
It starts to repeat itself.
It repeats itself, exactly. So I want you to start at the very bottom with an A and walk yourself up till you get to a D. D. That's a D, right? Can you play it again? Play just your D. Got it. It's kind of low and growly down there. So now just look at that D and tell me how you think maybe that's a landmark.
Because it's between the 2 black keys.
Oh, exactly. So play me a D somewhere in the middle of the keys. Good. Play me one in the highs somewhere. Good. How many Ds are there on the keyboard?
88.
How many just the letter D? Just that one.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Oh, 7. That makes sense.
There's 7 Ds. Yeah. So now, how do we find the D?
It's between the 2 black keys.
Good. So now if we look at the 3 black keys, so we don't normally play the piano flat-fingered like this, but just so that you can really see what I'm doing. So here's our 3 black keys. And here's the 2 keys on the white side, on the outside. So we think F and B outside the 3. So F and B are our next landmarks. They kind of come together. That's it. So show me another F and B somewhere else.
F and B outside the 3.
Good. How many Fs are there on the keyboard?
7.
Are you sure?
No.
You are correct. How about Bs?
8.
Nice. Good job. So now that you know where the last B on the keyboard is, what is the last note on the keys?
A.
Now, play the last B for me.
Oh, right here.
Oh, nope, up high, just like you were.
Oh, okay. It's right here?
So remember, B is outside the 3. And then we have one more note. So what note is that?
Is it a C?
It's a C. Yes. So we end in a C. Why do you think we end in a C? Do you have any ideas?
No.
Well, they had to stop somewhere. Right? Or else it would just keep going forever and ever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So find a D in the middle of the keys. Good. And how do we know it's a D?
Because it's in between the 2 black keys.
Awesome. So now scoot over one note from your D. If you scoot backward, scoot left. So we're going lower. What note do you have?
Well, that's D. So an E?
We're going backwards because we're going down.
So C.
It's a C, yes. So now that we really know where D is, we can find our C by going backwards 1. Or what can we find by going frontwards 1, going to the right?
E.
E. Excellent. So you've almost learned all of the piano keys in 6 minutes. That's pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So play for me an F anywhere. Play for me a B. And a D. Good. Now, I'm going to play something on a D, and then I want you to play it back to me. Okay?
Okay.
Your turn. Good. Now, an F. You can use any F like you just did. That was excellent. Here's a D again. B.
Could you play that again?
Sure.
The audio cut out for a second.
Yes. Very nice. And your audio cut out, but I could see what you were doing. That was awesome. All right. Tell me, as we wrap up here, how do you find a D?
It's in between the 2 black keys.
And how do we find a, you know what, I'm going to move this a little closer so I can see what's actually been happening. I don't know if this will work. Maybe not. How do we find a F?
It's outside the 3 sets of keys on the left.
And how do we find a B?
On the opposite side of those 3 keys, it's on the right, on the outside.
Excellent. Now you have some homework.
Okay.
Thank you for joining me today.